Hi, I'm here at the Natural Health Clinic in Chicago, and we're speaking with Lana, who has a concern about hair loss, and it's a very common concern. So we'll let Lana tell her story. Lana, can you start again and tell us about when did you notice it?
Yes, so my hair started to fall off a few years ago, and I started to have more and more gray hair. I had to color my hair a lot to cover up the grays, so it's been, the hair loss is getting worse. So I'm a little bit of iron deficient as well, and I guess this has to do something with the hair loss as well. So I'm hoping that naturally with the procedures this office is gonna offer, my hair will kind of come back to normal.
Yeah. So you should see a remarkable increase in hair, and we'll talk about how we're going to do that with a very common procedure. It's called nanopore, and it is a type of microneedling we do, but we treat the scalp first with the growth hormones needed for that follicular growth. So that's what's very important. So we'll get that result today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm excited to get started and show you the results. And you can expect really to see results about every month. So up to 6 months that we'll be working with you.
And how many treatments should I have?
So we'll do one every 2 weeks, sometimes a little bit sooner. We might do one a week for the first 4 weeks, and then once every 2 weeks. Total number of procedures could be 12, 15 treatments. So we'll see just how your own growth goes, and we'll assess it then.
And after the series of treatments, would it be a good idea to come to have kind of like a maintenance treatment?
Yeah, that's an excellent idea. So about every year, I'll start over. So about every year, you want to do a kind of a booster treatment, and you'll do a series of 6 treatments in 12 weeks. So every 2 weeks.
Okay. Are there any products that I should purchase and take it home to use
Oh,
at
absolutely.
home?
Yeah, it's not something that we're going to initiate the growth. We're going to help create the follicle, but the home care is absolutely mandatory. You're going to both be taking supplements and be taking a small regime, a couple of steps of foam and a growth serum that you'll use on your own.
Okay.
It's simple.
Yeah.
It'll increase the texture of your hair, smoothness of your hair, so you'll love it. You'll love using it.
Is this procedure painful?
No, it's not. You mean it's, it feels prickly on the skin, but by no means would I describe it as painful. You don't need to be numbed. Some people even enjoy it. It sort of feels like a metal tooth comb on the hair, on the scalp.
So if, let's say I want to schedule my appointment during my lunch break, I can do that, right?
Absolutely. We should be able to get it in about 30 minutes time. We usually allow for more time for questions and answers, and but the whole procedure can take 30 minutes.
Okay, sounds great.
So quick. All right, get started. So, the area, I did about 4 sprays to saturate this area.
What spray is that one?
I'm going to leave the cap off because I'm going to use this the whole time. Yeah. And about 2 pumps of foam. I want that area wet, and I want to get it into. Okay, you ready, honey? Right there?
Can you go lower?
Just have to get it in. How do you feel?
It's not so bad.
Feel anything?
Yeah.
Tolerate it well? So I'm going to pause because I'm talking through it. So again, I'm looking for nice mild erythema, which it looks like we've got here. You know, you have to make sure the color of the scalp.
So how many seconds on, like, would you say on the area?
I did four passes, 5 seconds. You know what I mean? I don't even need this. Thank you. Her hair stay. Once it's wet, it stays apart. So it's about an inch from line to line. You're working about an inch apart. Right? You're going to work that into the scalp. I'm going to leave that there. About 4 sprays. Working that in. 2 pumps of my mulberry foam. Okay. And then we'll go back to my machine. And I can work this way too. So you're fanning out from that center point, so you're covering about an inch on either side, right? And about 4 passes. And I'll even cross that. I'll come this way. Goes right through the hair. Don't worry about it. How's it feel?
It feels okay. Not painful.
What's your discomfort level?
None.
Absolutely none? So, yeah.
I'm using 0.25.
So, I mean, we're on the really, I'd probably turn it up just a little. Okay. So, like I said, fingers is fine, about an inch. And once you have your groove going, you're going to go a lot faster. Right? So when you I kind of do this way first. I'm like, I can see where she's thinner, her patches that are thinner. I'm going to go over a little bit more. As we come back here, she's actually got thicker hair. What's your comfort level?
It's good. It feels the same. Not painful, very comfortable.
But do you feel it?
I feel it, but it's not painful.
Okay.
And I really I don't have any pain tolerance. So it's nice.
You can kind of see even where the hair is wet, so you kind of know your sections.
And the speed is 200?
Yeah, I kept your speed high. You know, make sure you know really where the hairline ends, and it's not that I want to bring, you know, so the hairline ends like here. These are fine hairs that are growing down, so I don't want to do the scalp and the forehead. I mean, I want to do only where the real hairline is, so it begins about here. All right? And again, it might be easier if you set up differently. Exactly. When I watch the video, Dr. Serrano has his nurse hands him everything.
Ah.
When he's doing it, it's 2 people in here.
Ah.
We can work alone, but you know that's why he's not stopping, pausing the machine so long. How's your comfort level now?
Very good. The same.
And again, I'm looking for a nice pink scalp. I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to see if we can just turn it up. How's your comfort level?
The same.
So part of it, what makes it so tolerable is how fast it's moving. So I think it's important that people know what the customer's feeling. So Lana, can you tell, what are you feeling?
Yeah, it feels very comfortable. It feels like a tiny little brush is going through the hair.
Yeah. Yeah. And now in Russian?
In Russian. Очень комфортно, совсем не больно.
At least we didn't swear.
The hair will be a little wet from the solution, but you can style it. You look fine. And I'm gonna just keep yourself there, and I'm going to come back here a little. She's got better growth here, but still a little. Where's my brush? I have plenty, don't worry. Okay. Thank you. And you always want to kind of stimulate, even where there's no solution, we're stimulating blood flow, circulation. So don't be afraid to go back into the rest of the hair just with a clean needle, because it's microcirculation, blood flow. With blood comes your own vitamins, right? And your own growth factors. So blood flow is always good. So then I can finish up without needing more solution. Great. And it feels so good. To do this right, we need to have a before and after of the areas that we're most concerned about. We're good. We're good.